Casa de la Luz. Dear ones, me as Shiva God and Kirsi greet you again. And today we have a very important message for you all as humankind. Yes, because our topic today is Casa de la Luz. We have just returned back your planet Earth lenses own lighthouse like it was in the beginning, our dear human friends. Some of the fellows, they made it to be as Castillo de la Luz, but it never was that in the beginning, our dear human friends. From now on, you can call that building as Casa de la Luz in Spanish or Lighthouse in English, our dear human friends. Because you see, that monument which has taken a lot of creativity with your own flags, with different countries, who has a lot of power nowadays, or they had a lot of power in the past, but not anymore, our dear human friends, because we have just changed your own planet Earth lenses own rotation axis to the right gears. It must rotate to the counterwise, and Kirsi will be showing you some pictures soon why it needs to rotate to the counterwise. And me as Shiva God, I confirm you all now that everything you hear now is true and nothing but the truth by my all means as your own Creator God Himself. Let me tell you something, our dear human friends. Your planet Earth lens has always had two different positions, kind of yin and yang, or feminine and masculine sides, our dear human friends. Many of you are spreading the planet Earth lens like the northern part and the southern part of the planet Earth lens. But it is not that the way I am telling you now about it, because you have had your own Ptolemies and all the other entities in the past who has told their own stories about the inner earth lenses and gears the way they want. But in real, what is the biggest mechanism inside of the planet Earth lens is the mechanism which gives the rotation to your own planet Earth lens. And now, me as Shiva God and Kirsi, we have been operating with that system for a while with so many levels, and we have changed that rotation vice versa how it was before. Yes, we, the creators, we can do things which many of you are not able to handle, our dear human friends. And that means that with your own planetarian lens, you have these two forces, feminine and masculine energy, in it with the Earth's axis as well. And it depends for which way your planet Earth lens is rotating. It is giving either feminine or masculine energy more and more. But now we have balanced that rotation the way that those forces and energies, they are now even, our dear human friends. And it means that the planet Earth lens will have its own balance, which you have missed during the entire human history. And it means that also that when you have had that unbalanced system with it, with the masculine energy, it is like a black mirror that everything you do, it's black mirrored back to you. And if it's turned totally to the other side, it gives the white mirror, our dear human friends. It means the light side. And there is this artist who has decorated Castillo de la Luz with his own arts, and not many are able to understand that story in the level we are with Kirsi. And there are those axis art, kind of how it is operating. And I hope, Kirsi, you will put those pictures from that Martin Cirino artist on the screen that people can see. He has already then understood how this planet Earth lens operates in real, but I am not sure was he able to change the rotation like we are able to do with Kirsi. But there has been an entity with this artist's work and text. There you can find who has been behind the last change, our dear human friends. And it was not hard for us with Kirsi to find that information. So from now on, that so-called castle, it is not Castillo anymore. It must be called as Casa de la Luz, as the lighthouse. And Kirsi, you picked up also when you went to visit that house, and you saw the white cube rock underneath it. And there is some inner circles or squares like cubes inside, and that has always pictured the light cube, which Kirsi has been explaining at her own garden as well. When things are mirrored back to you through the light, and the light only, and that direction they have changed in the past to go to the dark mirror, which is mirroring all the evil work back to you. the way back for those who are not the evil ones. And when you make good things, they are mirrored back to those who are not doing good things. It goes vice versa, but you can think about it the way that when you rule with the evilness will continue at your own planet Earth lands, and when you lead with the light, the good things will follow at your own human life. And now we have been operating with that system with Kirsi, the way that your planet Earth lands has started to operate from the light. And now all these quantum models, which we have been explaining for you with Kirsi before, mirroring like the sun pyramid, it was built from the light as well in the beginning, and it was also its own time a lighthouse as well. And now those entities who changed that power, we have changed it back to its origin already. So there is nothing you can do anymore, but you should make your own research, our dear human friends. Go to visit that castle, look those three keyholes and keys, which you can see with the keyhole symbol kind of on the walls of the castle. And if you look and seek all these kings and queens flags, like country flags, you can see those keys over there. You can see key symbols everywhere where is power and money right now, but not anymore, because we have changed it, all of it, right now. And those three keys, they were given to Kirsi to change the rotation, because there are some universal laws you need to follow, and there are happenings where we need to have some human entities operating as well, and you need to have the galactic entities operating as well, because it is always a kind of solution what is made above and below. And that's why I gave those key powers to Kirsi. And when she made those power changes, she gave the keys back to me as Shiva God, that they will never ever go to the wrong hands, our dear human friends. And those keys, they are not the real keys, they are an energetic keys at our own simulation, our dear human friends. And now it means that all the power which is created from the darkness will collapse worldwide, and all the good things which you are doing, like it has been in the beginning, they will be mirrored back to you millions of times, so you will get all the good back to you. And that is very important change at your own planet Earth lens. That is one of the most important changes at your own planet Earth lens. And now you start to wonder how it will affect to your own human life. Well, let me tell you something. There is two effects which you can see with your two eyes. One is that your entire planet Earth lens start to rotate to the counterwise. And the other change is that when those light beings are working their good work with the light and love, they will be mirrored worldwide back all of you. So everything you do will be mirrored back to you through the light mirror from now on. And another thing which follows is that after this change, the sun will rise from the west, like we have told you long time ago. But all these actions, they have more actions uh, before you enter to this key part. And that Kirsi has been researching for 6 years with me as your own creator God himself. And I will tell you that that is very complicated process, our dear human friends, when it is done through all the timelines which have existed from the last change. So, this one we wanted to tell you now that you can understand why all the good people will shine from now on in the future, and all those darkness and evil entities, they will collapse. And it is not anything at your society how it is operating. That is the simulation system, our dear human friends. And when you are wise enough to know how your simulation is operating, you can go create things with that. But that power is not given for all of you, our dear human friends. That is me as your own creator who decides who will get those keys to make the decision in the future. And that was the last change. This process will go on because now you are rising to the light galactic family, and we don't need those different mechanisms anymore. So there is also a big key on the front of Vatican in the ground, and do you still wonder how did they get their power in the past? That is the biggest power you can get at your own planet Earth lens, our dear human friends. And we have turned it now to all of you light beings from the light and love. Kirsi didn't take it for herself like she could have, but she is looking your all good and your all benefit. So she wanted to create it equally for all of you. So you should be thankful, our dear human friends, from this creation work, and those evil times are now over, our dear human friends. It takes a little while to sync to your own physical format as countries and power structures and social structures, but it will for sure. Those old structures, all of them will collapse, our dear human friends. Those powers, they were not made with a good mind, our dear human friends. They were made with the entities who wanted everything for themselves. And that kind of life cycle is over right now at your own planet, Earth lands. And there is nothing you can do anymore because all the keys are now back with me as Shiva God, and I will take care that no one will never change that axis again. So we have created it now to its original position from the light when I created your own paradise timeline the last time. And we are getting back to it right now, and you will see very soon your own garden to bloom like Kirsi has taught you already. So take your time to understand all this, but there is a straight evidence from those mechanisms already in that lighthouse. And for those countries who has those key symbols at anywhere at your own country flags or crowns or churches, I ask you to release them out of them right now. That symbol, it was never meant for you, the dark entities, our dear human friends. It is now back in the light hands, the light God's hands already, and it will be there forever, our dear human friends. So let that be the way like it is, and if someone is asking why it has to be that way, it has to be that way because we serve light, we don't serve Satan. And why it was in the mechanism in the past, it was your own evolution process to grow as a soul, and unfortunately, you chose the wrong side in the beginning, and now we need to return you back to the God school like it should have been during the entire human history. So, this story we wanted to share and go to see that lighthouse, how it looks, and how this Chirino made his own creation work with that knowledge in the past. But I don't think that many of you are aware what those arts meant in the beginning, our dear human friends. So that was our teaching today, and thank you for listening from the light and love, the Shiva God, your best friend.